And I ain't losing my license for you. You my brother. I'm be like,
thank you, Vinny.
Like, see ya.
I ain't got no license, man.
So I thought it'd be fun to talk about tonight with you. Like you're facing like an uphill battle. You know, like we said, like you're not 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you're still trying to break out as an artist. So I asked ChatGPT, what should Dangerous Money do? So I thought we could look through the plan together and review the plan and see if it makes sense, especially you as a manager-wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See what we think of AI's plan for Dangerous Money.
Okay. I'm pretty trusting in ChatGPT.
I'm very trusting. I'm way too trusting in ChatGPT.
Shout out ChatGPT. They keeping me in college for real.
Yeah.
See, that's hard.
Oh,
Nah, that's dope.
So the first thing it talked about was...
I love you, Poppy.
Free niggas. No, free my brothers. We the one to blame for all this bullshit that's going on, man. Gotta invest and put this bread up. Kids getting older. Mom smoking on that stuff that had me out of order. Fighting depression and anxiety, but I'm moving tact. Even fighting the ones I love with no holding back. New bridges being built, cause the old ones lack. Don't say you love me, just show me in the way you act. How you react when a nigga ain't in the room. My name get mentioned like, how you gon' go and move? Real nigga, since I came out of mama's womb. Try to sweep me under, but I wouldn't made a tune. Now I'm all up in your face like a fucking Zoom. I keep it cool, but I still pop you like an inner tube. Beat the feds, cause that shit really wasn't true. It's not cool to claim some shit that you didn't do. Feds will grab you off word, don't be quick to prove. I know the rules and I ain't switching like the mother dudes. Like how you claim you outside when I'm stuck in the rain. Time to level up now, I ain't doing the same. Just be trolling for the web, but ain't doing a thing. Pillow talking like a bitch, they story the same. I go off energy, your family got no memories. So why you think I rock with you niggas? We don't got chemistry. I don't know your people, can't trust none of these suckers. Ain't no loving, we ain't equal. Gotta watch out who you speak to, cause them niggas ain't your people's. Like, yeah, it's your boy, man. This one called investment, man. You gotta learn how to take accountability. Fuck it. Put the blame on me, man. You should've taught him better. I'ma teach a nigga when I don't know better though, you know? Like
how that came out.
oh my God,
That came out.
That shit look alright.
Yeah,
Kinda
yeah.
gassed me for a minute. I thought I was a superstar.
Maybe you are, dude.
Maybe I am.
Maybe this is the start of your superstar run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Nah, we just made that on Monday, guys. He recorded that shit. That was like, what, second take, something like that? Yeah, you're fast in the booth. Dude.
I gotta try to be, man, you know? I've been doing this shit forever, so I better be fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Testing lab winner as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Noble in the testing lab.
Shout out to the testing lab. Hey, and they gave me some paper. I was happy about the paper.
Yeah, fuck the
too.
show, right? You got $300.
All this came in handy. Look, I put it in and made another video. You know what I'm saying? So
there you go. Reinvestment, right?
yeah, you just put it in investments. You know what I'm
Dangerous
saying?
Money. Who'd you bring here with you today?
I brought my man Luigi.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's my twin. Birthday, same everything. So
Oh, really?
You know?
When were you born?
4/28/90.
Or 28. Okay.
Yeah,
90s.
Yeah, I'm a 90s baby.
Oh,
you know?
yeah?
I'm trying to bring that 90s feel back
Okay.
too. You know?
All right. Yeah.
Then I got my manager, Wise.
Yo.
And my long-term brother, Varsky TV, man. You know, we started from the ground up.
TV, man. You
know what I'm
already
saying?
know, man.
Yeah.
Volcano TV, man.
Volcano TV. Is that you? So yeah, you was telling me about that a minute ago, right?
Yeah.
That was like a blog page or a podcast type page?
Yeah, it was a podcast we did over time. We evolved it into different podcasts.
Yeah.
Then I branched off and did my own. I stopped for a second to revamp it, but we back here.
All right.
We back here. We learning from the greats. We watching you do what you do, man. We just
I
going.
don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Nah, it look like you do.
That's because of Jimmy, bro. You got the nice
Jim,
cameras.
Hey, shout out to Jimmy, man.
Yeah,
Look,
shout out to Jimmy for
over
sure.
Jimmy.
Jimmy and Vinny behind the scenes for sure.
Yeah, shout out to the whole
Sure.
production team because this shit look amazing. know
Thank
what
you,
I
bro.
Word too.
mean? Real.
Yeah, you guys got big shoes to fill because Jerry Ellen alone didn't show up tonight. So we need you guys to step up and be my co-hosts for our boy Dangerous Money here tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Respectfully, we here.
But so I know you're from Heath Street, right?
Yeah.
You guys all from Heath Street?
No, I'm from New Bedford.
New Bedford, okay.
Yeah, born and raised. Born and raised.
Born and raised, okay. I heard that on Dead Dogs was invented at Heath Street. Is that true?
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like we invented a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I see people double dapping, they saying life, they doing this. That's the stuff.
Show me double dap. What's that?
Let me like this. This is, you know what I'm saying?
Love that.
We've been doing that since.
But it's not a gang dap though.
That's just the brotherly.
right.
It's culture.
You
That's
know
like
what I'm saying?
From me to you. Feel me?
Yeah.
A lot of
That's
people
just
get it
that's just
misconstrued.
you know.
It's not
that's-
gang related.
Okay.
It's more so a family and greeting from one brother to another.
Yeah. So I mean, when you guys come from there, because I know there is a lot of gang activity coming out of there, right?
Yeah.
Like I never been over there. But I know people from there. It's infamous, of course, right?
Yeah.
So
Free the feds, man.
yeah. Are you like, how is that coming from there, for you guys?
You know, you just gotta, it's a younger crowd and it's an older crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people grow out of it, some people don't.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you're talking to the older crowd. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That has been there, done that. That's just done. We're gonna leave that to the little, the younger crowd.
Yeah.
You
Do
know?
you try to mentor the young guys and talk
Yeah,
them out of that
definitely
type of
try
shit?
to tell them like this ain't what it is. But if this is what you're gonna do, then you gotta all the way do it. You can't half step because you'll be dead somewhere or in jail or telling. So I tell them like, yo, listen, this is not what it is. You should go to school and do something positive. Everybody got a talent. You know what I'm saying? Just find your talent and do it and run with it. I don't like the young dudes that come around that try to act tough. Like, cause I'm gonna call them on it. Like, yo, bro, that's not you. I can read through you. I'm big on energy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm gonna read it. And I'm gonna tell you like, listen, bro, go to school. Go get a job, bro. That's not, this is not cool. You feel what I'm saying? But when you do get them little youngs that got the energy, it's like, bro, you better keep it cool, bro, because this is what you're doing, so make sure you're really doing it. So it's really like, it's different. I don't know how to really explain it. But
it's definitely hard trying to talk to the youth.
Yeah, it's hard. They don't want to listen.
When we were that age, it was kind of hard talking to us. So it's like, you got to really figure out words for them that can kind of touch them and help them understand that path.
But at this point in life, it's the actions. I mean, it ain't really much you can say to anybody.
Yeah.
But if you show it, then they might do what you do.
So you just try to lead by example.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. Lead by example. Because at this point in life, it's culture's all soft.
It's all fucked up. The internet fucked the world up. Not just
it sure did.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
everything's elusive. It's one of them things where it's like it's a trend. If it's set, then you win.
Yeah.
But
let me pull this mic.
Life is life, and you can't pretend. You feel what I'm saying? Life is life. You can't pretend, and life will life on you.
It's hard too, I imagine, right? Because like a lot of people just have to learn themselves, learn the hard lessons, learn shit the hard way. You can tell them all day, you can show them the right way, but like they'll still think, oh, I got this figured out. Especially if they're young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? Now if you got a big old bag and you be like, here, I'll give you this, then they might be like, oh, I might take what you say in consideration, but I'm gonna do what I want. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not like when I was growing up, you told me I'll give you a bag. Okay, I'm gonna go to school. Now they don't give a fuck about none of that. Mm-hmm. They just want a name. You know what I'm saying? And hey, look, that's why I'm here to try to switch it. I'm trying to break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? Because I could either go either way, but I'm choosing a positive route about it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to change the image of Jamaica playing, because there's a lot of different talent. It ain't all drill. It ain't all gangster.
Right.
There's a lot of love and talent that get overlooked because of the gangster shit. And it's like, that's I'm here to show that, because I'm not a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm a man, and I stand on being a man. So
gotta be a man.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a gangster. I'm not about to go shoot at nobody or do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't talk about that.
Right.
You feel me? But it's like, I'm a man, so I'm going to stand on being a man. But these young niggas, they don't care. It's about catching us up or whatever the Keith started. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like,
yeah, it's a shame, man. Fucking, there's a lot of great music coming out of that area, though. Shout out to your cousin. Shout out Ricky Maserati.
Yeah.
Maserati. Who else?
Free niggas. Man.
There's so many artists I know from that area that are really dope.
Yeah.
Why do you think there's so many out of that particular neighborhood?
It's because, you know, we all brothers. We all grew up together, doing it together in the hallways, beating on a door, making beats, or doing it with your mouth with pencils. You know how everybody did that when they was kids. Like, well, at least I thought. I was in a lab cluster. All my lab cluster friends was like, and we was rapping, having fun. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like everybody got that talent because it's like, I feel like it's mad talent coming out of it because that's all we knew. Like, that's what we had to do. We was told never to leave the projects. Well, my generation, stay home, be safe. That's what I was taught when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Like, don't be outside.
Yeah, people die when you leave the projects. That's what I was taught. You know what I'm saying? So I subjugated myself to the projects and I just utilized everything around me. And the same thing goes for 30, 40 other people that can say the same thing, you know? Like this younger crowd, they outside. I wish I was able to be outside like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's not my era. That's not what I was taught to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like in my history, only people that die from the projects is outside the projects. You know what I'm saying? That's me growing up. Like this new stuff, I don't really know too much about it. But
you stay out of it.
I stay out of it. But you know, I love niggas free Trotty gang. You know, I was there from the beginning. I helped them do where they need to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't turning my back to them, you know? But I'm not involved in, I'm not gonna put myself in that category as
I mean, you can love somebody, it doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, be involved with what they're involved with. You know
what I'm saying?
But your cousin actually has the biggest, most viewed video on this channel.
I know. I watched it 100,000 times myself.
Let me tell you, he was putting that shit down in the booth. I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm fucking comfortable.
I'm gonna say this, right?
Yeah.
I'm never gonna take from his craft. You know, he's amazing. He did this himself, you know.
100%.
But you know, he grew up watching us doing this. You know, you always better than your teacher. That's what I was taught, you know. So, you know, I'm glad that he became the artist. I was so proud. I'm like a big cousin happy. Like, oh yeah, I remember starting with you and putting, you know, helping you put certain rhymes together. And, you know what I'm saying? You always wrote your own shit, your own wave, all of that. But you know, it's just the versatility, you know. Like as far as like you could rap about this, you can rap about that, this to that. Like I'm the only one in the family that was really doing that as a kid, just having fun with my friends.
Yeah.
So, you know, him watching us and, you know, how we do it, it just was in him, you know?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, it's just in him. So it's like, it's natural. Like before, I wasn't even a fan. It was just like, oh, that's my little cousin. Yeah, he's fire. Then, you know, all the situation with the police and I had to come back towards the projects and I you know, had to see him create, how he created his music. I was like, oh my God, bro. Like, you really this is coming off your head? I can't, like, bro, I was like, now I'm a fan. Now I'm a fan. I just became a fan. I've been a fan because it's my cousin. You know what I mean? Whatever. But like, I became a fan when I actually sat with him and seen how he create. When we go in the studio and see how he just, like, oh. I was never able to do that. But after seeing him do it, I perfected that craft. Now I can go do it now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that was fire.
Yeah, here it is. Is that volume, Jim? Yeah. Nah, he went crazy. He went crazy that day. He wasn't even expecting to rap, I don't think, either. Like, what's the dude? Moolah.
Yeah.
It was Moolah's session.
Okay.
And then he was like, Jizzle, get on this shit.
Hey, I always told my little cousin, make sure you ready so you don't never gotta get ready.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That's my motto. Live, love, daily, family first. You know?
Yeah.
Control what you can and not what you can't. You can control to be ready. So he should always be ready, just like his big cousin.
Yeah.
I'm always ready. You send me something, it'll be done in 15, 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. Especially if I feel it in my soul. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying?
Talent.
Yeah.
Talent.
That's what that is, talent.
Nah, he's a talented guy, man. I hope he gets out, you know, because he was really somebody that had the potential to put the city on the map.
Yeah.
From a rap perspective, you know?
Yeah, he was. And he still is, you know?
Oh, right.
He'll be out soon, you know what I mean?
Right. How's he doing?
He's doing really great, man. You know, he's, you know, trial and tribulations, want to come home and see his babies, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, he's doing great. He got high spirits. You know, I spoke to him the other day. He's like, Kaz, cuz, I'll be home. And I'm like, yeah, cuz, that's my shit. What you mean?
When he gets out, he starts dropping music again. When he's out, he's gonna go crazy.
He said, cuz, that's my shit, cuz you just renting it. Yo, go ahead, man. How about I just beat the feds, bro? Let me get a clap. I just beat the feds, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just able to like talk to him recently. I wasn't even able to talk to him this whole time,
Because you had a case.
Yeah, because we was on a case together.
Oh, wow.
Even though we didn't have a case together, they grabbed us all together. Gotcha. Everybody got individual cases. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like everybody in the media, everybody saying the RICO this and RICO that. No, it wasn't. It was a RICO, but they only grabbed, out of the 40 people they grabbed, it was only grabbed 5 or 6 people for the RICO. Mm-hmm. And everybody else had individual cases.
But they just included in the big roundup.
Yeah, they just grabbed everybody at the same time.
What was that day like over there?
To be honest, I wasn't there, and I'm glad I wasn't there.
Yeah?
I wasn't there.
I wasn't around, I'm gonna be honest.
I wasn't there. I was tucked up. I was tucked up,
Thank God.
Did you know it was coming?
No,
I wasn't around for
I'm gonna be honest, who didn't know it was coming? Look at look at the music. Like
right.
You know what I'm saying? I stayed out of the way for a reason. It looked like it was coming. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't see me in none of those videos or none of that. Because I don't want to, that's crazy. I done seen Bobby Smurder and all them other people go down for this rapping shit. I ain't going down for that.
That's why you gotta disassociate yourself from certain things and become certain things.
Hey, blood is blood though, you heard?
You're guilty.
I'm gonna leave it on the line. I'm gonna leave it on the line for Trouty, regardless. But I ain't no gangster. But I'm gonna leave it on the line for my blood. If you my blood, if you don't even have to be blood. If me and you got this this relationship where I look at you like, yo, I'll call you if my kids need something to drink. I'll lose it right there for you. You feel what I'm saying? You don't gotta be my blood. If that's how I feel about you, I'm gonna lose it right there. It no ifs, ands, or buts. So it's like, maybe I'm a little tapped, bro, I need medicine. Medicine or a blunt, one or the other.
Yeah, just some mushrooms or something.
Yeah, let me get a stroma.
Yeah.
couple grams, take the edge off.
Yeah, something. I gotta,
So it makes you unique, dude. You don't want to medicate that away.
Yeah. A lot of people say that to me, like, yo, bro, just be yourself. So just once you get confidence, you be lit. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, right? I've been praising the God all my life, right? And my father's a preacher. He's from Nigeria. He's do the God shit, right? And I've been on that. And then all of a sudden, right, I just something in my mind say, yo, look into other things. So I started looking into Allah. And every time, I'm not fully converted yet because I still eat my bacon. I love bacon.
That's hard to give up.
That's
I don't eat pork. No pork.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. So it's kind of hard. It's really kind of hard. But it's like, ever since I've been kind of praising to him, things been coming along. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know where I'm at. I'm floating. You know what I'm saying?
Pork since 2009.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you. Because look, when we leave here, I'm going to get some yellies. I want some fried chicharron. With some platanos. Yeah, rice and beans. We're going straight there when we leave. I'm starving,
bro.
Damn, it's too bad Gerald's not here. He would get excited right now talking about platanos.
Yeah. See, look, tell him I said, "Wepa."
You gotta let them Spanish hoes.
Yeah, I love them.
Shout out Latinas.
Yes.
Wise, how'd you link with these guys if you're from New Bedford?
Sound Lab, actually.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so we met at the testing lab.
This past testing lab or?
Yeah.
No, it was the same one.
The one that I won.
You were
No
judging.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about, look,
That's a big night for you.
Yo, how about this is how I got him, right? I came in there. I showed the love to everybody. How you doing? Boop, 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 boop. Then I was quiet the whole night, like this. Then when I got on the stage, I'm a different person.
Fireworks.
You really went crazy that night.
I'm a different person when they come on a stage. Like, it's like I'm in a different, nothing matters. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he just was feeling the energy. So, after we reached out, we've been working. I've been, showing him a lot of things. He's been teaching me. I've been teaching him, And so, right now, he's currently my manager right now. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be working alongside a video guy. He don't really want me to say his name, but, him and a video guy that I work with, they doing like partnership management with me. You know what I'm saying? 6-month run to see how, shit's gonna go.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Got a lot of stuff planned for the
The Rump tour is coming up
first few
soon.
months.
Rump,
Right.
up, up,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was
that's
the
coming
jam.
soon. That's
That
coming
was the
soon.
jam.
Yeah.
I mean, you shocked everybody that night.
Yeah.
You know, not to say that you don't look like you can rap, but like you're a little older than a lot of the contestants. You know, some people are just under 20 and shit at the testing lab. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you went up there and you really erupted. And I'm surprised that you said a minute ago that you don't have. You're not a confident guy. I forget exactly what you said.
Nah,
but
I
like,
wasn't. I'm gonna be honest, right? It take my brothers and them that in the past year, I was just broken in a wheelchair for a year and a half.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Rolling around the projects, looking like I was getting high.
Well, I'm glad to see you on your feet.
You feel what I'm saying?
That must have been really
so
hard.
in that time frame, that it was a lot going on. I was fighting the feds. I couldn't see my kids. I didn't have no type of confidence.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? I was broken.
Is that the hardest time of your life?
Yeah, pretty. Nah, well, since 2020 all the way up till now, I've been having downhill.
Yeah.
But now, like I said, ever since I've been praying to Allah, things have been working.
Imagine if you quit bacon.
Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Imagine if I really
Right.
do it for real, because I feel like I'm half-stepping. My brother tell me all the time, like, when I say little shit like beloved and all that, he'd be like, bro, you still eat bacon. I'll be like,
California Muslim.
he'd be like, bro, you still eat bacon, bro. Stop saying that. I'll be like, yeah, I'm learning. And I can't learn,
But you came out of that period, like you seem so happy and focused right now.
Yeah, man, because, I just got custody of my kids. I'm a single
Wow,
father.
hey, yo, I'm going to give you a big fucking congratulations for
appreciate
that because that's
Let me-
important, bro.
Yeah. And my girlfriend, she's really awesome. She's very supportive, you know what I'm saying?
To her.
And yeah, man, I got a lot of good people that's showing positive things. So I'm big on energy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So whatever energy that's out there, I'm one of them people that absorbs it. Some people can pass energy. Some people absorbs it. I'm one of them types that absorb. You know what I'm saying? And I wear my feelings on my sleeve. You feel what I'm saying? And now that I've kind of grown, now I got my kids that I have to be this certain way. It's like, live love daily. Control what you can and not what you can't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to kill everybody with kindness and positivity. And hopefully they come back,
Yeah.
Pray to Allah, man.
It makes me think about what we have in common in the sense of being like, because we got the same birthday and everything. Like, I have the same type of feelings when it comes to dealing with people and energy and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's a real thing. People be thinking I'm crazy when I talk about energy. I can read your energy from looking in your face. Like, I know your energy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I
That was
don't
in
want
the
to
song,
sound
right?
crazy. Huh?
That was in the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real shit. Real shit. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like,
Trust your gut.
yeah, you got to. People don't pay attention to the signs. Them signs is there for a reason. Stop not paying attention to the signs.
Mm-hmm.
Most people walk away from the signs. Now you got to pay attention to them because they're there to put you in the right place. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got to treat people how you want to be treated, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
It's all on how you treat. See, with me, right?
It's how you
I'm gonna
deliver.
show mad love to you, even if you a dickhead. I'm not gonna switch up because you being a dickhead. I'm gonna still show love, but I'm gonna just show love from a distance because I don't want to punch you in your face.
Yeah, you
Because I'll
can't.
punch my friend in the face and love you tomorrow. Headbutt the shit out you.
You know what that made me think about? Childhood memory, right?
Toast to that.
Childhood memory, right?
Yeah.
This dude was like across the parking lot. I'm talking like far and over, like across the parking lot. When I tell you he slung a rock at me and hit me dead in my head,
Whoa.
I got aim like a
Crazy.
motherfucker.
crazy. I'll
Watch
never
it.
forget that day.
Yo,
Should have played baseball.
Turned around
I
like,
should've.
for real. Should be across
Damn,
the
you
street
was
right
really
now,
kinda-
pitching.
Yo, look, I'm gonna tell you, right?
In right
If-
field or some
um,
shit.
If we wasn't invented, I'd probably be.
like, yo,
I ain't gonna lie, I was smoked out since I was smoked.
never trusted him around rocks again after that. No.
That was hard.
That's hilarious.
That's a good shot, man.
Yeah.
That must have been a highlight of your life. Like that time you fucking nailed that throw.
Right.
Yo.
Now my highlight, no lie, is getting my kids. Getting my kids. I wasn't seeing them for a year and a half. I was stressed out.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't imagine.
And then to have them now, they in my custody. I got my own place now,
How much of the time?
24/7.
You got it full time.
Full time.
Congratulations, bro. That's a victory for
I
men
didn't have to
everywhere.
pay somebody to watch them to come here. You know?
Fuck yeah, I
They would-
appreciate that.
They would have came, but I'm like, nah.
Can't get in.
Once you said ID, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
they're not 18.
Dispensary. Shout out to New
Yeah.
Deal.
Shout out to New Deal, man. Welcome, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for
welcome us.
having
Yeah.
Huh?
I just got a vape thing too
Yeah.
from over there.
I love.
You guys tried it out?
Fire.
Not in try
Yeah,
yet.
that
The
lemon
lady said,
cherry.
make sure you don't open it while you in here. I said,
She was
"All right."
very strict about that.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I got you.
Lucky we ain't fire one in here.
Right.
No,
'Cause, look, I had to stop him. He's rolling up. I'm like, bro, you can't do that.
Rolled up a whole.
Bro, bring that shit upstairs.
if I can't smoke, I ain't coming.
Oh.
Now they don't fuck around in here,
Respectfully,
man.
nah, you
Yeah,
know,
it's a dispensary.
You
This-
gotta respect it though.
They'll lose their licenses.
Yeah, they ain't gonna lose their license for me or you.
No. Shit, that's $1 billion company.
Gotta respect it.
Shit, I ain't losing my license for you. You my brother. I'm be like,
Thank you, Vinny.
see
I ain't got no license, man.
ya.
So I thought it'd be fun to talk about tonight with you. Like you're facing like an uphill battle. You know, like we said, like you're not 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you're still trying to break out as an artist. So I asked ChatGPT, what should Dangerous Money do? So I thought we could look through the plan together and review the plan and see if it makes sense, especially you as a manager wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See what we think of AI's plan for Dangerous Money.
Okay.
That'd
I'm
be
pretty
fire.
trusting in ChatGPT.
I'm very trusting. I'm way too trusting in
That's
ChatGPT.
dope.
Shout out
That's dope.
ChatGPT. They
I
keeping
talk
me in
to about
college for real.
everything. Yeah.
See, that's hard.
Oh, shit.
Nah, that's dope.
So the first thing it talked about was common mistakes to avoid. So it was trying to act too young.
Yeah.
Right? Like you said, somebody told you to bleach your hair.
Yeah, I'm like, what I look like, bro. I'm not.
Fuck no.
That's crazy.
Bro said, yo, you go blonde. I said, really, bro?
You do that, you might as well just
Yeah, just
hang
pack it up.
Yeah,
Just pack it up.
Yo, if I go blonde, bro,
Go to
I'm going crazy.
Atlanta. Go
Nah,
to
I'm
word.
going crazy. I go blonde. Blonde. How about this though? I ain't gonna lie, right? And my women, I need them to have honey blonde hair. Though I like that on a, but
That's your
just
type?
me.
That's-
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need
that's
that.
a-
Like, put that in your hair, girl.
That's a type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like
for,
that.
For the females, it's a little different. You
Yeah,
feel
but
me?
just
I
me
think
going
they can-
honey blonde, nigga, I ain't dark. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, even the young
like
guys, it looks
extra
cool.
shine.
You know, if it's in style, bleach
I'm
your hair,
at
it's all good.
35.
Nah,
That's your-
Shit.
you can't
That
do that
shit
at
thing.
35.
Nah, I might as well get a baldy. If anything.
You guys seen the reverse, the eclipse fade? 'Cause I'm bald, right? I shave my shit.
Yeah.
Jim, see if you can find a clip of the reverse fade while we're talking about haircuts.
the reverse.
It might be my new shit. It's called the eclipse fade, actually, not the reverse fade.
I can't get a mustache.
So they fucking, it's for guys that are bald on top, right? But you fade it this way. So like you fade it out towards the top. Yo, it's kind of fire, dude.
yeah.
Put the lines in and shit.
The crown shag.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, how about this, right? 2 summers ago, before I started growing my
on a
hair.
shag before. That's
Before I started
crazy.
growing my hair, right?
Yeah.
My man, I wish he was here. Where he went out. He went out there. He got a video, right? You see that? You see how in the back? I cut my whole head. I cut my whole head, right? And just had that in the back.
Yeah, that's some old West
I had
Coast
some
shit.
dreads. I had the dreads in the back of my shit.
You had the monk shit?
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
Yeah, I was going through it.
You're going through it. Yeah, you were going through it.
Hey yo, bro. Remember when I had the cut and then the yo, send me the video. I'm gonna send it to him. Send me that. You know?
Yeah, text it to me. You can pull it up.
Yeah, bro. That
That's
shit was
hilarious.
hard. I thought that was funny.
The next common mistake was spending money on videos with no real hook or story. Right? A lot of people do these run and gun videos. They're dope, but you're still paying hundreds of dollars for the videographer to come out and do that for you that day.
Yeah.
And I think that you do need video content, but it should be like, instead of, if you're going to pay a videographer hundreds of dollars, shoot a bunch of short form shit.
Like
Facts.
rails.
Right.
Facts.
Right?
Like the rails you saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you get the, but even if it's music videos,
Right.
Just
build
do
a
like-
portfolio.
do it, take of a song. All right, change my outfit. Now this song. You just bang it over and over and over and get like 30 fucking posts. Because if you do a music video, right, it costs you however much your videographer's charging you, 500, 1,000, even more, right? You could post that shit like 3 times.
Max.
You know?
Right.
I mean, you can post as much as you want, but
Yeah,
people start to be like, whatever, I seen that.
Right.
Right, you see, I'm trying to get some more rump thing because I didn't post it too many times now. Now it's still on the decline, but it's still showing up. But I feel like if I do some more, rails and shit, like you saying, rails.
Do the reels. And you know what I've been thinking about too? Like, the whole like, oh man, my followers have seen this a million times already. A, who gives a fuck?
Right.
Right? If you're tired of it, unfollow me.
Right.
And you probably didn't see it anyways because the algorithm's squashing everything.
Right.
But also, Instagram has a feature now where you can say, don't show this to my followers. So it kind of feels like, why not just post the same shit like a million times and toggle that on every time? And then TikTok is very different because it's not really about your followers.
I
It's
love
about
TikTok.
the algorithm, right?
I love it.
There's much more freedom on TikTok. You feel like you got to be careful on
I just
Instagram
got a
and shit.
$4 check from TikTok. Shout out to TikTok.
Shout out.
Shout out to
That was dope for me.
check.
That was
Hey.
$4. I was
Hey,
gassed.
bro.
Better than nothing.
I'm like, TikTok gave me $4.
Or who you feel me? At least you got a check, bro.
Right, I was
You feel me?
happy.
It's something.
That was something.
Or
The next one to mistake to avoid, albums or EPs without having a fan base that's waiting for that.
Right.
How do you guys feel about projects?
See, I was just telling my manager, right? Because he
Yeah.
was like, yo, you need to do 2 different projects. I'm like, I'm just going to be doing just songs. Y'all figure it out. I'm the artist. You know what I mean? But me personally, I think that singles and reels is going to be really what I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it takes a year for a record to get around the world. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I gotta do reels, build it up, keep doing reels, do shows, do, certain things to keep that record alive for the year. You know what I'm saying? Within that year, drop it with an actual video. That's not the reel, but like with an actual video. But I
If
don't
it
know.
earns it, because
Yeah.
the reels are going crazy.
Yeah. It all depends on how the reels are doing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that.
Thing. Me personally, in piggybacking that, but also in strategics, how I would think, you gotta focus on the artist. The artists get around the world, and then focus on a song. Because if you could get you around the world, they're gonna know you. They're gonna know your music.
Isn't it the songs that get to see artists around the world, though?
But just focusing on one song, that's what's gonna kind of leave you at a standstill as far as what your fan base is at.
Is that what you're saying, though? Or are you just
No,
saying, like, continue to focus on songs as you're also focusing on other songs?
Well, I'm saying, right, like this rump record. I want to push this record for the year.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm still working and doing other stuff.
And it doesn't mean you're not pushing other songs, right?
Correct. You know what I'm saying? But the rump record, to me, that's the one that I want to push. So why not push that for a year straight?
Rump is a good centerpiece for, sort of a focus on how we want to push in branding. And so as far as like talking about the project, I think when it comes to the vibe that he brought with that song, when it comes to discussions about a project, I say like when I say project, and I use this term a little bit loosely, just
Frequently.
because of the way that I
Every day.
have because like I'll be in the stew with like my boys, and we'll put stuff together within a few days that's like, its own little thing. But for him, it's like you said, like getting that traction and that fan base to where, dropping an EP or dropping an album is a practical thing to do. And so focusing on that track and pushing that heavy, because that's a song that'll grab you. That's a song that you hear and you're like, oh, okay, like I rock with this. Who is this?
Even if you don't like it, if I have it playing in your face for 1,000 times,
Yeah,
you're gonna be like,
rump up,
rump up,
no bullshit. Because I
you're gonna
left
be like, damn, I hate that song.
I left Sound Lab that night singing that shit. So, that's just that was a great place to start. And then, as far as growing the fan base, we really want to, try to capture more of that vibe, kind of like that sort of like sexy summertime sort of situation, and make some live experiences with that as well. Not even just dropping music, but doing little things like getting a peer space and having maybe 30, 40 people buy a ticket to come do a more intimate show. But now you have touched 30, 40 people in an area that you weren't in before. And, if you were just doing an open, some pay to play situation, you might not have grabbed those people on your fan base. And so, just looking at it outside the box too. And like you said, staying away from the projects until it's relevant, doing stuff in the meantime, the reels, the physical stuff. I like being in front of people, getting in your face. If I have something that I want to sell you,
was supposed to perform.
Yeah, Porch Fest is definitely a great outlet for local artists. But like I was saying, like I like to put stuff in your face, talk to you, see your physical reaction to what it is that we have to offer. So the physical stuff and making the appearances is another big element of something that we're trying to do here. That I'm interested to see how that plays out.
Yeah, because you got to build a real core fan base
for sure.
The music ain't the problem. I feel like the music ain't the problem. I just feel like I'm learning how to do the other stuff now.
Man, it's all about that. Because there's so much music out there.
There's a lot around the music as well.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot
of work to do.
You'll see a lot of artists now too that will have, if we're just speaking strictly numbers, artists with hundreds of thousands of views and interactions, and the quality of the actual music is, subjectively not great. But it's the push, it's that, being on that schedule and really figuring out how the algorithm works and maximizing off of that.
There's really two sides to that whole thing, right? It's some people figure out how to get their music content to go viral, and some people are what everybody calls industry plants, where there's somebody behind them paying for all that shit to go viral.
Yes.
And you can't really compete with that unless you have hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
But you can compete at the social media level.
That's where I come in.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Right.
Feel me? Like, we started from the closet, excuse me, to that community.
You erupted from the closet.
We erupted from the closet. We came from nothing.
Yeah.
Came from conversations. We came from videos of us and our phones.
Remember when they had the Blackberries?
I used to walk around and just record. And then we developed
sidekick
on a BlackBerry camera.
People, networking.
Yeah, we was forcing it.
And that's my piece.
That's hustle.
I'm a person that fell back from it, but I'm willing to revamp it if he takes it serious.
Hey, where'd you get that hat, dude? I'm a big fan of Rose B hats.
Got this exclusive.
Damn. You gotta tell me after this.
Yeah.
I might need
Everybody
one of those.
likes this
I
hat.
might need one of those.
This is a player's hat.
That's fire.
This is
tough.
straight from Fenway.
Snapback too?
From
Okay.
Fenway Park.
Nice.
Appreciate it. That one's nice too.
Thank you.
9-time championship.
I got this
hat.
at TJ Maxx.
Oh shit.
Hey.
They got him at.
Hey, those TJ Maxx out here got some fucking gear though. Like you would not see that in a TJ Maxx.
Not
out my way.
Because of New Bedford. New Bedford's the dead end. That's why you saying that.
It's nasty work. Unless you catching the ferry to the vineyard.
There's nothing going on.
Everything going out there.
Yeah,
The last thing ChatGPT said to avoid is complaining about lack of support, which I'll definitely see a lot of seasoned artists doing a little too much.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, right? That's how I was.
Yeah.
Like, oh, ain't nobody support me. I ain't fucking with niggas.
But you're rolling around in that wheelchair. You're probably pissed off, bro.
Pissed off.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody helping me.
Nice to be like,
now I don't
rap.
care.
Rap.
I don't care. Now I'm just drunk. I'm gonna just keep working. I don't care if I get 5 views. I don't care.
Tell them you gotta aggravate
This is
people with music.
therapeutic for me. You know what I'm saying? This keeps me happy. I don't really care about who's watching or looking. Before, I was big on that. You know what I'm saying?
This
But-
dude used to get on Facebook and just freestyle.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do
He used
now.
to just get on Facebook, and this is how I knew he was in the zone. Some people used to be like, "Oh, this dude, he's on Facebook." As long as they're talking about you,
Right.
you're doing something right.
I was forcing it.
They could not like what you're doing. They are talking about you. They
I was doing
love
hooks.
what you're doing.
I was freestyling hooks every day, 5-6 times a day.
All
should do
he's
that
doing
now.
is practicing.
Because I was just practicing.
Practicing
Now
his
it's
craft.
time for me to do some music. Because, I ain't gonna lie, right? Everybody, my whole career used to be like, yo, why you rapping? Don't rap, sing. Just write hooks. Don't just do,
Mhm.
So I used to just do that to show people I could rap. You know what I mean? I used to do them little videos just to show people I
Guy's
could
a
really do it.
musician. Musicians,
For real.
all crafts. All
Yeah.
A
different
lyricist and
genres
a
of music.
vocalist.
Yeah, because I've developed artists. I've developed a few artists.
Yeah.
Like my most recent is her name is G Stacks. I was working with her for like 3 years.
Great singer.
And I developed her. She
phenomenal
was not
voice.
confident. Her sound, wasn't all the way there. Now when you hear her, you'll be like, damn, she sound like a star already.
She got some soul.
Yeah, she got some soul. When you hear it now, you're gonna be like, yeah, nah, Gigi, you're different than when you was a year and a half, 2 years ago. You can hear the growth. You know what I'm saying? So
Sharpening that sword.
I think I could do everything.
Mm.
Like, I probably can make beats too. You gonna teach
Every
me.
fucking rapper
We
says
gonna
that.
get him on FL.
Let me see the beats.
I'm gonna put him on FL.
Let me
bro. I
see
have
the
my
fucking beats.
laptop in the car,
I can
bro.
probably.
Every rapper's
long
like,
as they
yo,
giving me
man,
the loops.
if I just knew how to use that shit, I'm like, yeah, that's a big if, bro.
Word.
I gotta
for
get
real.
some
big
loops.
if.
If you give me some loops, I could put some loops together like a motherfucker.
Sure. You can stack loops.
I could put some
Stack
loops
loops.
together like a motherfucker.
Yo, you know my new shit?
What?
We're producing is making songs with Suno, AI. Right? Like I just create a song. So I'll be like, give me like a 70s soul song that sounds like this. Then I sample that. Sauce.
I'm trying that
Gotta
shit
bring out
tonight.
art.
Sauce.
You
It's
learn,
fire,
you
bro.
learn,
bro.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
What's it
it's
called? You said
Suno.
Suno.
Suno, yeah.
Okay.
Like sumo.
Right,
With
but with an N.
N. Word.
Yeah, there's a few of them like that, but Suno seems to be the best one. And you know what? They just introduced the new shit where you make the song and then you'd be like, okay, now give me the stems. So then you can remix it, drop the drums out. It's really dope, bro. Yeah,
Yo, I love AI, bro. This shit
same.
is.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna
speaking
tell
of
you,
AI,
I never even talked to the AI yet.
you need to.
Yeah, yo,
Me too.
very helpful with a lot of shit.
Let's get into the strategy that it gave you. And let's judge this shit.
Mm.
First pillar, lean hard into your age,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't ignore it. Own it.
Yes.
Create content about I'm this age and I'm still better than all you young motherfuckers, right?
Yeah, a little bit of gaslighting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You
Go a
writing
long
this down,
way.
right?
You know?
Jotting this down, right?
It's on video. It's
You
on
need to
video.
jot this down.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think at this point too, with rap, like rap was always a young genre because it was new.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's rap fans in their 50s now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of the
I'm gonna
legends
tell you
now
this,
are in
right?
their
Benny
50s
the
and
Butcher, look at
60s.
him. Jadakiss.
Facts.
Them dudes is
Jada Star was young, but Benny broke out when I don't know how old he is, but he was
He's
probably
in like his 30s.
at least
Question me,
35.
how do you keep rapping?
Yeah.
How do you keep rapping?
Like, how do you keep rapping as an artist?
You just keep rapping.
I feel like
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna be
feel
honest.
like you can still
I was-
compete or be creative or be new.
I think for as long as
Or
you
original,
I think
so.
as long as you feel like you feel that spark, like why the
Million
fuck
rappers.
not?
How about this,
Yeah,
right? If you
real
play a
shit.
beat, right, and if touch me in the stomach, that's the only way I can. Right. That's the only way I can create. Like you can't just give me a beat and be like, write something. I'm gonna be like, I got writer's block. The beat gotta
Yeah.
touch me. You know what I'm saying? Beat gotta
Word.
touch me.
And you
Nah,
got to
I
have
feel
friends you
you.
trust too, right? Because there's some people that suck, and if you're old and you suck,
Don't know how to bring out the
gotta chill.
artist in
Yeah, you
bro.
gotta tell your friend.
you got
Like, yo, friend, yo, if I sucked, you would have told me I sucked.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Do I suck,
the fuck
dog?
I look like? You feel me?
Y'all be
Like,
around me all the time. I do this every day. I put on the beat and freestyle all day, every day until the kids get out. I suck. What y'all think?
Only time you suck is when you don't believe in yourself.
That time is done.
Some people really believe in themselves and they fucking suck.
No,
Nah, but
facts.
for him, the only
Facts.
sucky part to him is when he ain't confident and taking himself serious.
That can happen to anybody. That can happen to
know
anybody.
what I'm
You gotta
saying?
fight that and ignore it.
Yeah,
Be,
for sure.
Oh, I'm gonna
I
do
really
it for
feel
a
like-
week and
I feel like I'm one of the.
know when he's taking
I'm not
it
gonna say I'm the
serious.
best in
Yeah.
the city, right? But I feel like I'm in the top 5, top 3. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotta
If
feel
I
like
be
you the
consistent.
best.
No, no, but you gotta be realistic. It's not about just lyrics. It's about movement.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
progress.
There's a lot of
People that's moving in the city.
no. There's a lot of emotion, not just emotion. There's something that comes across when you rap. And that's why you won the testing lab that night. It's authenticity. It's story. It's character. There's just really something to it, dude. That's why it's like, your chances may be lower than a 20-year-old, but like, you got a shot.
Right.
I think.
See, look, that's confidence. I just boosted my shit. I'm gonna go there and be like, I
You
got
gotta
new
boost
money. You
your
gotta pay me now. Dallas just said I got the juice.
I mean, what the fuck do I know, dude? What the fuck do I know?
Hey, look,
You
you
got
got
it.
an
You got it.
award-winning podcast. You know something.
I do.
Something.
I do.
Something gotta give, right? You won something for a reason. You know something.
Right.
You
Shout
probably
outs to that,
you
man.
don't even know. Probably down the line, you probably created a star off your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Someday.
Soon.
Hey,
Someday soon.
And I'm
Next
right
thing
here.
it told me, I told it you're from Heath Street.
Yeah.
It said to anchor that local legacy,
Yeah.
right? Like use that. Tell stories from that neighborhood.
Right.
Because especially
ain't
people are
always
into that
negative.
shit. Definitely people in Boston are definitely into that type of shit.
yeah.
And I think that people from other cities might be too. Like
Yeah.
we hear a lot about O Block in Chicago and all that
Yeah.
shit, right?
For sure. Even like we were speaking on the phone probably a few weeks ago, and he told me to look it up, Heath Street. You feel me? And I went and I did my research, and I ended up
story.
going down like a 3-hour rabbit hole of just reading and watching videos about, you feel me, the
One
history.
of the longest projects in
And
Boston.
yeah,
been
there's
there originally.
really a wealth of history behind Heath Street that I would have
Yeah,
never
man.
guessed. I would have.
It's original.
Mm-hmm.
Had their own patrol. It's
Wait, what did you just say?
They had their own patrol.
What was
at
it called?
a point in time. I said it was Tenant Ran.
Tenant Ran. I've heard of that. Yeah, I saw a video about that. They were talking. It was a guy talking about it was almost like a Black Panther type thing,
She
right?
had the R.I.P. Miss Haley. That's the Queen, Miss Haley, man.
Yeah.
She made sure. She made
Lived
sure.
there.
She
ran
lived
the
there,
project.
ran it, made
Had
sure
her
we
own
had the
patrol.
police, her own police, not Boston Housing. Boston Housing took over once she died.
Mm.
It was
No, they-
Bromley Patrol. And then it was
Yeah,
Boston
sure.
Housing years later. But before Boston Housing, it was regular Boston. I'm 33. I've been around. I'm born in 1991.
Yeah,
So it's
that
been-
mythology is interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
You know,
not. A lot of people just take it as what it is predominantly from the street crime.
Sure.
But it's a lot
It's
of people
really
that
bigger
have
than that.
graduated, that went to Ivy League schools. A lot of people that have
Like,
kids.
look, they
and
named the
have
projects after.
houses now.
They
A
named
lot
the
of people
projects
have
after Miss Haley.
careers.
She had to be some type of
Yeah.
great woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just because she loved us.
You could do a whole social media series about that shit.
Yeah, definitely can.
You could make
Definitely
up
true.
freestyles, telling those stories. This is all what ChatGPT said you should do, man.
Hey, chat PT, tell tell Wise to write it down.
I forgot
We
my
on it.
iPad today.
We on
Come
it.
on, manager. Let's go.
That was
Take them
actually
notes, man.
something that
You sent that to me?
I
I want to pull that video up.
started contemplating on. One with the conversation he had told me that we were gonna have today, and then also the song that he wrote, because I felt like that really captured
Yeah, that song right there, bro. I
it
ain't gonna lie, I
captures
played it.
something that's a
100
lot
times.
of people from that area are gonna feel. You know what I mean? I'm not even from there, but I could feel it. When he was talking about it, I was like, yeah, this is some real shit. And I think that, building off of that and leaning more into the community and really telling the story is a really it's a really, it could
It changed the
get
dynamic.
real interesting.
Whole dynamic of the
Yeah,
community.
because it's telling the story from the people side and not
Can we
just what
hear
you
that
hear
one
in the
time?
news. You know what I mean?
Song?
Yeah, the song. I want to see that video one more time.
Let's see it one more
dope.
time.
It's
Let's
dope.
pull it up.
It's
That
dope.
shit just was just,
Yeah.
you know.
And
The
I'm
one
gonna be
from
honest,
today.
me being a Fenway alumni coming back, I used to go to high school right here,
Yeah,
man.
bro, just seeing that. Hey, yo, first of all, let's give a round of applause for the guy on behind the camera, man. 'cause
James Rose.
He, what's
Best
his
in the
name?
city.
Media.
James.
James, you
Real,
really the
man.
best in the city. I see you, my boy.
That's
Come on,
fire,
man. One take.
Free niggas.
Every week.
Lanes
Every
down,
week
man.
this motherfucker is doing that shit.
Yeah, I need
Fire,
to book something
man.
with you.
Bang, bang.
We don't want to blame for all this bullshit that's going on, man.
We all to blame, man. We should have taught these little niggas better.
Gotta invest and put this bread up. Kids getting older. Mom smoking on that
Smoking on that
stuff
stuff that had me out of order.
Depression and anxiety, but I'm moving
tact.
tact. Even fighting the ones I love with no
With no
holding
holding
back.
back.
New bridges being built.
Cause the old ones lack. Don't say you love me, just show me in the way you act.
How you react when a nigga ain't in the room? My name
get mentioned like,
how you gonna move? Real
move?
nigga, since I came out of mama's womb. Try to
sweep me under, but I wouldn't made it tune.
Now I'm all up in your face like a fucking zoom. I keep it cool, but I still pop you like an inner tube. Beat the feds cause that shit really wasn't true.
That shit wasn't true, man. It wasn't. It's not cool. And you can pause that. Yo, it's not cool. That ball
not
right
cool
there,
to
we
claim some
done
shit
playing
you
it, but
ain't do,
but
man.
right there, that was the hardest ball to me, right?
Which bar?
I beat the feds because that shit really wasn't true.
Yeah.
It's not cool to claim some shit that you didn't do.
Live your life, man. Shout out to the youth, man. Live your life, man. Cause this city, man, the city got it fucked up, man. It
Yeah,
ain't
for
cool.
real.
It ain't cool to be gangster no more,
It's
man.
not, bro.
It
Go
ain't,
get a
man.
bag, take care of
Listen,
your
man.
kids, man, and that's all you gotta
It ain't,
do,
man. You think you're gonna be cool because you
Yo, the feds, how
It's
about
not
this,
gonna
right?
work, man.
The feds got
It's
some
not
shit,
gonna
right?
work, man.
If let's say you could say, bro, I got 100 pounds, and they can never find it. They can charge you a ghost weight. You can go to jail for that.
Just because you
Man.
said you had it?
Just because
Run
you
your
said you
mouth,
had it.
yeah. Run your mouth.
That's crazy. It's
a lot
called
of things
ghost
go
weight.
on when you just talk.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
It's
That's what I
freedom of
said.
speech, but you got to know it's incrimination.
That's fucking nut. That's bullshit.
It's crazy. That's what I
That
said.
seems
man.
like it
You
breaks
gotta-
the First Amendment because you can just, like, people say all type of shit in songs.
if
But
the
you
feds-
can't. That's like a
That's
person
true.
going out threatening somebody.
Yeah, that's like
You can't just say something and you're gonna do something to somebody.
Well,
and then
100 pounds is a lot different than a
say
threat.
freedom of speech.
That's different. That's what I said. But it's some shit called ghost weight because if they already
I
on
don't
you,
know. I never heard
if
of
they
that,
already
but
on you, if they already on you, and you on the phone talking about, yeah, got this, and you bluffing, they can hit you with the ghost weight.
I ain't never heard
So
of
what if
that,
they
but
book you and then they don't find shit?
They can hit you with ghost weight.
What is ghost? Wait.
I just told
You said you had it, so you had it.
yeah,
That's crazy.
That's why I said it ain't cool to just say whatever you gotta be watching what you saying to these people, man, for real.
Yeah, man.
That's super fucked up.
That's why we gotta teach them the youth better. We gotta show them a different way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's not always about who got the biggest this or that, the biggest more money. Nah, let's just show them, when we grew up, we had morals. There's no morals anymore. We got to show these young cats that, I got a son and a daughter. I got 5 kids, but I raised 2 of them, but I got 5 altogether. I don't want them to have to worry about getting shot at.
I respect
Or-
that. I respect that.
So we got to teach them better. And if we don't teach them better, teach them to get out of here. Teach them to go. Because I was taught to stay in the projects and don't leave. So I teach the youth to get out of the city. Is a lot of world to catch, bro. I promise.
Right. And I think all that relates to the next 2 things Chad said, which was start a freestyle verse series, doing like stories from the block, stuff that talks about your experience, the lessons you want to give to people. And then also like being a voice. Like, there's a lot of people your age that maybe used to rap, love rap, don't anymore. You could speak for them
Yeah,
and they could be your fans.
yeah.
You might not catch the 20-year-olds,
That's smart.
but like I said, there's mad people that have listened to rap for a long time that still want that classic shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to be getting on Yeet beats.
Now what I'm
and
trying to
dyeing
do,
your hair blonde.
bro. What I'm trying to do though, right? Like real, this is my whole image, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to take the 90s music that we grew up to and bring it to now. You know what I'm saying?
In what way? Like in a different way than like, because Griselda kind of did that, right?
I don't know who that is.
What-
Benny the Butcher and them.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah, okay.
Benny West Side. But what?
Nah, but they still
which-
like real old school. Like you know
that
what I'm
boom
saying?
bap type.
Yeah, they
type
to me,
vibe,
that's when I hear them, they still old school. Yeah, it's right now, but they still old school. What I want to do is bring my dance. You know, back in the day, we used to dance. It was Jagged Edge. Who else?
Jagged Edge.
Yeah, those type of people, you know.
PM Dawn.
Yeah, like what's the other? Give me another one. Sammy,
Dog, I was
Pretty
born in
Ricky. Like, you know,
2000.
I want to bring that. I want to bring that back to right now. But I'm a different type of breed, so I can't go fully to that. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to kind of bring my style, my realness from the Bromley Heath development that and put it together. And that's what I came up with Rump.
Yeah, we can
Rump is
sample
like
it.
Rump is like a 90s right now song to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Mm.
I want that sound. I want that. I want to go dance. I want that old school Lauryn Hill.
Yo, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Send
I
me
need
some of these.
that feel from the records. It don't necessarily gotta be that, but I need them feels. I want to feel the same way I used to feel when I heard music. I
Yeah.
don't want to think about, now I want to go kill somebody. Like, no, I don't want to drill. I hate drill music. I hate it.
Yeah.
With a
Yeah,
passion.
I'm not a fan of
I
it.
fucking hate it.
Not a fan of it. 'Cause
Nah,
I'm-
for real. I
just
even
feel
tried to
like
do it a little
with-
bit, and
with
I
that
was
type
like,
of
yeah, I'm
music,
not doing this shit.
it's acting.
I hate drill.
You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
It
it's
is and
like,
it isn't, and
what
either
are
way,
you
it's
really
kinda
gonna?
gross, right?
But for I'm from the
Yeah.
projects, so it's like, what are you really gonna say on a song that you can really say you did?
Yeah, you going to jail.
Yeah.
Man, it's an act.
And
So
the-
it's like you might as well just be an artist and utilize
Everything.
a lifestyle that you see or a lifestyle that you live. And it's a way to go about it instead of just being directly on some, I'm gonna just go take out everybody.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
I mean, if that's what you live in,
but it's
Yeah.
not what people's living, realistically.
People are
I mean,
lying.
I will say though, like I
People
spent
are
some time
lying.
in, I spent some
I'ma say
time in
that again.
Jersey.
People
And
are lying.
Some of the music like out in that
Jersey.
scene, that New York, Jersey area, it's like that's really the life, but it's still self-incriminating. So it's like literally like when I got there for my first semester, like the heads that people were playing was all locked up by my next semester, and it was a whole new,
But this is what we
rotation
see in
of
Boston
artists.
music also.
Yeah.
It'll be a Boston artist. They fire. They got the city. 3-4 months to 6. They're not making it to 6 months. Some of them.
Pretty
I'm
much.
gonna say 3-4, just like I said, and I'm gonna stop there because it'll be the buzz they get. Buzz is amazing, but what they do is incriminate themselves from their next video. Then boom, they do something that time, and they're gone
Shooting on Instagram Live, doing
because
some
they
wild
want to be
shit.
relevant to
This drill
the
shit.
Boston life, also to the lifestyle of rap, what they're trying to keep up to, which is them in the way of themselves.
The Boston drill scene.
When it's like
is
being
dead.
artists.
Yeah,
It
that
is-
shit
to
needs
stop.
to.
Of course,
that
rap's a
shit needs to
lifestyle.
just
You
get
know what I'm
cut
saying?
all the way out.
But it's like
Yeah,
you
cut
have
that
to
shit.
know how to
We not from
be an
Chicago.
artist and be
Exactly.
a
It's
star
not
and
New
be a
York, bro.
celebrity along with being yourself in the regular reality of the world that you live in.
yeah, I mean, it seems like a dead end to be talking about that super crime shit.
Yeah, this is not Chicago.
Right. So it's like,
Exactly.
where you gonna really get at? And even being in Chicago, you're not gonna get nowhere. That is a story that people surpass. So now everybody else that is trying to speak that story or live that story is like,
You're going
it's
to
not
jail.
an old thing, but it's just gonna get you where we know.
It's a short shelf life on
It
that
categorizes
whole
you.
category.
What I mean.
I'm gonna tell you this, right? I ain't dissing nobody's dad because I don't want you to come to my show
That's crazy.
and shoot me.
I mean, it's not
I ain't
respectful
listening
to do that.
But that's what they do on drill music. They
Yeah.
want to drill and talk about people's deads,
Right.
and then when they want to go perform, how you want to go perform? You know they coming to see you, bro.
Right.
Like you got.
Right.
A lot of places won't even let you perform.
Yeah, they gonna tell
Yeah.
you, oh no, listen, look, your name, no,
No good.
gang
Yeah.
units coming to shut it down. I don't want that.
It's because in this life is you can disrespect a person when you got a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? That's like you cannot go to war being broke. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same comparison on levels of just getting money and surpassing a certain thing in life. You can't disrespect people being in a certain position in life.
Yeah, you can't do.
Can't do that.
I don't think. I don't think
Yeah.
disrespect in general.
No, but
is-
I'm just saying when it comes
Okay.
to even the rap world. If you're not an artist of this caliber, you can't disrespect any artist because
Nah, but people are
you're gonna
dissing-
be treated away, or you're gonna be.
Now, people are dissing people's deads. I don't think that's
Yeah.
cool
It's not cool.
at
It's
all.
not cool. It's not cool, but
You
the-
can be disrespectful. You can call me all types of bitch ass niggas.
Yeah,
That's cool.
If it's a personal beef,
because you
know
gotta
what I mean.
expect
The diss
something
track
behind
shit,
that. Just like
yeah, you go.
in Free Dirt. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we're speaking on Chicago rap because it's a comparison to it. But if they only can do that because it's a lifestyle to do that. You can't just do that.
Some people just do that and don't.
Yeah,
and they
that's
end up
a big
with their
part of it
fucking
now.
head
Right,
splattered.
and they're trying to make
and
it
they're
a-
like, oh, he was a
they're
good
trying to make
kid,
it a rap
but he was just
culture.
talking about how he just killed and stabbed
Exactly.
somebody, but he was bluffing. I get, but it's
Yeah.
like that's why I don't want to do none of that. I want to stay away from that. I want to. When you hear my music, I want you to come turn up and dance. Like, yep, give me a
Nothing
bottle.
wrong with that.
exactly.
Yeah, turn up or listen to a story, right?
Yeah, or a story.
Real story about real life.
Yeah.
Not that bullshit.
But
I don't want no
But
bullshit.
you gotta with that you gotta be that artist because it'll be like you can't just all right next month I'm gonna go. You can't. You gotta be that artist. And that's what
Yeah.
you being. Be that artist. Show the people that part of you. Nothing wrong with that. Some people can't turn a new leaf over.
Some people can't tap into their feelings when they writing music.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right. And expand and show their potential and actually set a goal and meet it.
Yeah, there's a lot of personal growth that happens within an artist. I feel
Right.
like, especially as a lyricist, like when you're truly like pursuing your craft, like there's like such depths that you have to reach on a personal level to really, even feel like it's the next level for you. You know what I mean? Because
I went through those, bro. Cause I remember when I first started, bro. I used to be like, yo, bro, listen to this, listen to that. Oh, let me call you. Yeah, listen to these bars. Now I'm not even doing that. Like it's like, and I hear the different. I hear like from when I was doing music with Show, I hear the difference with doing with music with Nova. You know what I'm saying? And like I can hear it. I can hear the growth. So it's like I know exactly what you're talking about.
So
I
would
hear
you
the
say
growth.
the growth is with the person you were doing the music with, or
No, the growth
with
is.
you,
How
within
about
you?
this? When Show first like mastered my record, I was like, yo, that's me. So what I did was imitate what he mastered. You see what I'm saying? And then I built confidence. I wasn't confident. I listened to the way he mastered the record. And then now when I go freestyle or I go write, I try to write in that way he mastered it. You see what I'm
Like,
saying?
that's how you're hearing it in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how.
Excitement. I get what you're saying, the excitement or the result and the
After
feeling
the
behind
master,
it.
like for instance,
Yeah.
like the record we just did, right?
Yeah.
I probably listened to that 100 times already, right? So when I go do another shit, I'm gonna be rapping like how you mastered that record.
Mhm.
I'm gonna follow the way that mastered
pattern.
record is.
I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how. And it only like I'm not doing that purposely. It's just I listen to it so much now. It's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna imitate what I heard, how you mastered it.
it's just
Right,
raising
you
your
gotta know- you
baseline.
gotta learn your growth and learn yourself with music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Second to last thing Chad told me was to really focus on starting a cult following. And I agree with that. Not trying to blow up and get millions and millions and billions of streams, but like build a real fan base.
Mm.
And the reason I really strongly agree with that now going forward is because I think we're getting into like a post-streaming era where streaming is really becoming dead.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
there's obviously it's an avenue. You should put your music there at some point because that's what everybody's using. Everybody's on Spotify, everybody's on Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
But like, unless you're getting a lot of streams, you're not making much money off of it. And I think the way it's going, right? Like Timberland's got a fucking AI artist coming out.
Yeah, that was nuts. I saw that the other day. I was
Crazy.
like,
Amazing.
And the future I see as far as Spotify and those platforms go, where it's passive listening, people just gym playlists. I don't give a fuck who it is. It's in my pocket. Spotify is just going to start generating the music for people, and people are going to start generating music for themselves. And so when it comes to like fans at that level, they're not even really fans. It's just music they're listening to.
mm-hmm.
Like everybody's shit is going to get squashed by the algorithms, because if Spotify is generating their own music and it's perfect for the listener,
How do you compete?
like you just can't, you know. And
With the AI, right? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
How
So-
about I always said I wanted to do that too myself.
Artists
had-
that are getting in that stream.
Yeah.
Remember when I was
Well,
telling you?
but it won't even be artists
From a
anymore.
I get
They
what
won't even be
you're
artists
saying.
anymore, so it becomes even more difficult, because that's money for Spotify. If they don't have, now they're paying no royalties because it's their own shit that they made off their algorithm, you know. So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to focus on your fans, the people that fuck with you and are willing to buy, not just stream, but buy your music. You know, I'm huge about this platform, Even, right? Which is one of a few platforms that allow you to really sell your music and people can listen to it easily.
What's it called?
Even.
Even.biz. Like me and Last Days, we put out his last album on Even.
Shout out Last Day.
Shout out to Last, my boy.
Shout out Last
Right?
Days, man.
We put out Boston Boy 3 on Even a month and a half before it came on streaming. And the real fans bought that shit.
See, that's fine.
And we made more money, way more money off that than we make off streaming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the
Fire.
people that, you know, when you're not in that Spotify algorithm, and you don't have millions and millions of people catching that shit off their playlists, or you're not already huge, right? Like, let's say you have 1,000 monthly listeners or 10,000, right? But they are choosing to listen to you. They're
Mm-hmm.
playing your shit. You're not making shit off streaming. But if you have 1,000 people that pay $10 for your album, out of that 10,000, that's a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
A lot of money.
Yeah. I like that whole philosophy. And that was actually something that I was watching, it was a video of Ryan Leslie talking about this, actually, kind of with the streaming stuff aside, because I don't think that streaming was really even in the conversation when he came out with this video, but like talking about that, like getting a cult following and getting a smaller group of really, you know, engaged people to fuck with your music, because you get, like you said, 10, 20,000 people who are willing to, you drop a vinyl album, they'll go out and buy it, or they'll buy a ticket to your show. Like, that is gonna be what generates bread if you're doing your shit independently. Like, it's instrumental, I feel like, with this, especially at this level with no majors involved. Like, there's really I won't say few, but like there's not a lot of ways to just generate bread off of the music you're making, unless you're getting placement, sync deals, stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, I like that idea a lot. I think that's
I firmly believe every
definitely
artist
something
needs to
focus on.
follow a model of release your music for sale first and then put it on streaming. You know, some people aren't going to make shit off the sales, but it still goes on streaming eventually, and you're going to make what you make there.
It's respected.
But like, there's no reason. Like, streaming is a broken model. You know, it's great for the consumer, but it sucks for artists.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah, because if
we've
you
all
ain't
been
really
kind of
streaming, you ain't getting no
brainwashed
money.
into believe like your shit's not out till it's on Spotify. I don't believe that shit. Your shit is out when you put it out, how you put it out.
Right.
However you put it out.
Yeah.
And your fans are gonna fuck with it that way.
And I
Real
feel like that
fans.
was kind of like a standard at some point too, even like amongst peers, like people who don't even really touch industry level, but they're still like, oh, like, is your shit out on Spotify? Is it Apple Music? Like, you're not official.
It used to be a big deal.
Yeah.
But it's mad easy. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anyone
it's
can
not.
get a distro.
Throw it on
like,
DistroKid, it's nothing.
Right.
Is
You know?
this some more drink?
Yeah, probably a little bit. Vinny, get a refill for my boy
It's
here.
all about
can you make
networking.
that too,
You got to
please, Vinny?
network. You got to show your face.
Yeah, that's how you really build a community of fans. You know, there's
Right.
and it's also social media.
Right.
It's shows. There's a million avenues, but it's really about, in my opinion, going forward. Because like, streaming has been great for a lot of people, and it was obviously huge, and it was the only way to go, really. But like, I think the next several years, it's about sales and super fans.
Yeah.
You know, and especially I think for an older artist like yourself. And I
need
don't love that word older, but you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right?
Get a whole bunch of merchandise and just flood it.
That's why I tell
We'll
you,
call
you
him
gotta,
a veteran artist.
Veteran, seasoned, yeah, something like that.
Gotta grow up.
Yeah,
it's all
Yeah,
about
the merch though. The merch
touching
has to go
people,
crazy.
aggravating them.
yeah.
Because it's like you said, the streaming's all about what your content is basically today. It's not focused on one person. It's focused on what you can get my attention with. You got my attention. Just you could put up a picture of anything. it'll be a billion, a million, whatever. It's all about keeping people consistently rocking with you.
Fucking with
Tuned in.
you. Because of you.
Yeah.
Because of what you're doing.
The Dangerous Money
And
brand.
that's why
Yeah.
I said to you at a point in time with the podcast, because I felt the same wave a couple years ago. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna just fall back. But it's one of them things where it's like we have to revamp the networking part of it. Because it's like we can focus on one thing, but focusing on one thing is gonna put a shortage to you growing.
And that was the last thing that ChatGPT said was
See? Chat's
podcast
saying.
appearances like we are now, or start your own.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Check.
Shout out, man.
You know, it's a whole different content avenue.
Okay,
Shout out to
high
ChatGPT.
street, man.
Real, man.
Shout out to ChatGPT.
'Cause I told bro I wasn't even gonna get on the podcast, man. But you know, I walking in here, man. it's
Nah,
just
that's how we do it here.
Feel
man.
like
amazing,
it's-
man.
Feel
you
like
know?
home to me.
Yeah.
I'm home.
Anytime, bro. Anytime. You know, like we
dope.
tell our favorite guests, and I mean this, you can come here any Wednesday. And if there's room on the couch, just chill with us, dude.
Oh, I'll be here
Talk your
Wednesday.
shit. You know? And if there's not room,
Dope. That's
chill in
dope.
the back. You throw in some questions for the guests, whatever. But like we really want to build
Nah, that's dope.
a thing here, a community, you know, where
I love to
for
be a
the
part of
for the
it.
Boston artists,
Nah,
you know what
for
I'm
real.
saying? Like, please, guys, you know, because like we think that this could be a real networking opportunity,
Yeah.
a real opportunity to get your shit off. You know, any brands, any artists that want to come and just chill and add to the conversation, like we welcome that because we need platforms like this here.
Yeah, we
You
do.
know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And we want this to
For
be a
sure.
big thing in a way that the whole country and the whole world can find out about what's going on here. You know, because there's so much going on here. You know, I go to the testing lab. I'm a panelist there every month, and I see amazing shit. I'm like, the
Facts.
world needs to know about this.
Dope.
Tell them I'm coming to get that other $300.
I'm every month, dude. Keep winning.
I'm coming to get that.
Coming back.
I got some new music.
How do I get $300 a month? I'm Volcano TV.
All right, you ready for the game of the week?
Respect.
Dangerous Money.
Yeah.
You got to tell me. I saw you guys warming up out there, playing some hoops. Which one of these guys do you think can beat you, or that you can beat?
I'm gonna be honest. I suck.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
Basketball.
So, okay, all right.
I suck at
So
basketball.
who do you want to be your opponent in highball, which is like horse, but you got to spell the word high on the hoops machine?
I'm going with Scotty.
Okay, okay.
I'm going with Scotty.
Volcano TV.
Scotty too hardy.
Volcano TV,
Okay.
Scotty too hardy.
Man,
I
you
gotta go with
already
him
know, man.
because
Scotty too
I
hardy
just
to the
almost beat him. It
ladies,
was
man. You
3
already know
to
we rocking.
It was 3-6 though. He won.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna set up for that shit. We're gonna play a little
Yeah,
game.
man.
All right.
All right,
We'll be
let's
right
go.
back.
We back at it, man. New side, old side, 4-9.
Highball.
You know how we rock, man.
Highball.
Big dog
Hold
shit,
up.
man. Ain't no little dog shit, man. What do you say, Cuban link?
You only need
man?
one ball.
Oh, you one
One
ball.
ball. Choose your best.
You guys play horse before, right?
Yep.
All right. It's just like horse, but you gotta spell high.
All right.
4 letters.
Yep.
Dangerous Money, you're our guest. You go first.
Okay.
Put your money on,
Shoot
bro.
from anywhere. Okay.
We got money line money.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, now we're gonna do it again.
I know where to get him from range.
Oh, that's all.
Oh my
I know where
God.
to get him. Yeah, let me see. That's on me.
I told you I suck.
Okay.
Oh man.
Damn.
Nah. See, you
got a
can't.
lot
This
of
is
bricks.
embarrassing.
We got a lot of
Easy,
bricks.
man.
This is embarrassing.
He competing right now too.
That's all.
Okay.
Dogs.
Oh, look.
Man.
I'm gonna just
I'm
keep it
practicing
simple.
with him. You didn't make one yet?
Might be a
Nah, you gotta back up. Hold on,
all
you gotta back up. Because I'm trying to hit a 6-pointer, nigga. That's why. There you go.
God. These forms.
I'm trying to hit a 6-pointer.
Okay.
I'm trying to hit a 6-pointer. You heard?
Volcano TV
6-pointer.
got the stroke. I ain't gonna lie. It's going. It's only a matter of time for them.
A 6-pointer. There you go, right there, Scotty. Damn, that shit hit the middle. See, look, if I would have played him, I would have lost already.
These motherfuckers
Oh,
built
so
in a
you trying
house
to
over
say I'm
there.
God when he
Yeah.
missed everything.
You just as garbage as me,
There
Brett.
it is.
All right.
Point.
You got to hit one from right there. You got to hit one from right there.
There go that H.
Here go that H.
That's H for Volcano TV.
Here go that H. Hold on. I'll just get you from there.
All right, go ahead.
Get it from
It's
High
yours.
Street.
That's all right.
Oh, hold on. Hey, Smith, I'm gonna hit it from High Street.
Oh, with a one leg? Oh my God.
There you go.
Okay, Volcano TV right here
All
with
right,
the
damn,
jumper.
buddy.
Right here with the jumper. On one leg.
Damn, buddy.
Okay, yeah, you got the H.
H.
Hold on.
Oh, the post game. Ooh, we almost hit that.
Almost
Turn
made
into
it.
Kareem
Almost
real
hit
quick.
that.
Almost made it.
I can't shoot it close.
Oh, wow, that counts.
That counts.
That counts from right
That's
here.
High Street.
From right here.
There go that I.
Oh, H.I.
again.
H.I.
Hold on.
All right. You got the eye, right?
You gotta stay out the gym or something, bro. Like,
Nah, come on. You gotta do some type of trick shot. Yes, I did.
now you hit that little one leg.
He's got an H.
Oh, I tried to hit it off the
Over the
fence.
net.
All right, look.
Get you on that.
One dribble.
Over the net.
Oh,
Damn, you gotta
hook
go
shot.
back to the gym.
Hold on,
building-
Scotty. It's my turn.
A goddamn orphanage over here.
got shot after
This
you.
is crazy.
What was my shot?
Kareem.
He's gonna get that hook.
Oh, look, you just shot. That's how you want to do it. That's an eye. That's an eye.
I gotta make a competition, right?
Oh, that was almost it.
I got you. Now you
That was
done.
almost it. Now I'm
you
going
done.
over here.
Where that flat
I'm going
ball
over
at?
here with Dallas. Can I get some
deep.
love? Come on, give me some sugar.
Where that flat
There you
ball
go.
Come on.
I need that.
Now you
Damn,
Still too much sugar.
too much.
Hey, yo, who's going
Go ahead, go
Hold on,
ahead.
look. I got a bag on. That count, right? That don't count. I got a bag on. There you go. Damn, I suck.
Oh, man, come on.
over here?
Where we
where?
at? H.I.?
H.I., yeah.
All right.
H.I.
Come on.
Come on, that don't count.
Let's go, boys. Lock in. All right. Right here. Right here. It's H.I.G.
I
Okay.
got free coaching on the line for the winner.
Blah.
Oh!
Come on, High Street. Come on, High Street.
Oh shit.
There go
H.I.G.
HG.
H.I.G. for Volcano TV. This is it.
Volcano TV.
Game point.
Will he take it?
Nah, don't do a separate one.
that.
Will he take it?
Oh! You're done. He tapped me 3 times.
Fade.
High Street. Wow. High Street.
Oh!
High Street.
Right here, a little fade away.
Big High Street.
That's game.
High Street.
That's game.
High Street.
Okay.
Volcano TV, you're the winner. Highball.
He still sucked. I wasn't the basketball player. I wish the other basketball player was playing. Cause he would have shit on him.
Listen.
Hey, you killed that track though.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Killed that track though. Let's hear it one more time. Thank y'all for watching. We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
I love you, Poppy.
Free niggas. No free my brothers. We the one to blame for all this bullshit that's going on, man. Yeah. Gotta invest and put this bread up, kids getting older. Mom smoking on that stuff that had me out of order. Fighting depression and anxiety, but I'm moving tact. Even fighting the ones I love with no holding back. New bridges being built, cause the old ones lack. Don't say you love me, just show me in the way you act. How you react when a nigga ain't in the room. My name get mentioned like, how you gon' go and move? Real nigga, since I came out of mama's womb. Try to sweep me under, but I wouldn't made a tune. Now I'm all up in your face like a fucking Zoom. I keep it cool, but I still pop you like an inner tube. Beat the feds, cause that shit really wasn't true. It's not cool to claim some shit that you didn't do. Feds will grab you off word, don't be quick to prove. I know the rules and I ain't switching like the mother dudes. Like how you claim you outside when I'm stuck in the rain. Time to level up now, I ain't doing the same. Just be trolling for the web, but ain't doing a thing. Pillow talking like your a bitch, they story the same. I go off energy, your family got no memories. So why you think I rock with you niggas? We don't got chemistry. I don't know your people, can't trust none of these suckers. Ain't no loving, we ain't equal. Gotta watch out who you speak to, cause them niggas ain't your people's like. Yeah, it's your boy, man. This one called investment, man. You gotta learn how to take accountability. Fuck it. Put the blame on me, man. You should've taught him better. I'ma teach a nigga when I don't know better though, you know? Like